If you do not do SEO keyword mapping for your website, then your pages are probably not fully optimized for SEO. You might have a ton of keyword cannibalization. You cannot rank for your primary keywords, and you cannot rank in Google for your target keywords as well. And in this video, you are going to learn how to do keyword mapping so every of your web pages is fully optimized for SEO. You know exactly what keywords you are targeting and how many backlinks you need to dominate search results in your niche. So without further ado, let's get started. But before that, if you learned something new throughout the video, please leave a like and nice comment below. It helps a lot. Also, subscribe to get the best SEO advice. So, first of all, what is SEO keyword mapping? SEO keyword mapping is a process of compiling all of your web pages on your website, assigning one primary keyword to each of your web pages or URL, and then organizing those keywords into clusters and categories in order to ensure you are not targeting the same keyword with multiple pages, have properly optimized web pages, and ensuring your SEO and keyword targeting brings the best results. And what are the benefits of keyword mapping? Keyword mapping is an essential part of your SEO strategy and keyword research, as without that, it's hard to target the SEO keywords, attract your target audience to your website, and ensure you are maximizing your SEO results. It enables you to essentially plan your content marketing effort on your website and synchronize it with all your content marketing channels to maximize your digital marketing impact. And it's mandatory that each of your web pages has assigned primary keywords and is fully optimized for the keyword in both on-page SEO and off-page SEO way. Because without that, you cannot effectively do SEO on your website, and sooner or later you will end up in a big trouble. So, how to do keyword mapping for SEO? Keyword mapping is an essential part of your SEO process to rank for your target keywords and dominate in your industry. To do that, check out these 6 simple steps to help you to do SEO keyword mapping. The first step of SEO keyword mapping is to get a list of all your pages on your website, so you can start mapping keywords to your current existing pages. Luckily, it's not difficult at all, and it shouldn't take you more than just a few minutes to find it. So let me give you a few ways how you can find a list of your pages. The first way to find all your web pages is using a website audit tool like SEO Ranking. You can also set settings to ignore any pages, folders, or subdomains if some pages are not meant to be found in the search engine. Also, don't forget the maximum number of pages you want to crawl. If you have more than 1000 pages, then you will want to change the setting and maybe change the crawl depth to 10 to get all your pages. And once you are done with the setting, then you can run the audit. Once it's done, then you can find the list of all your pages in the crawl pages report, where you can set many different columns to get information about your individual pages. After that, you can export the results and you have the list of all your pages. And lastly, you will want to clean up the list a little bit if you did not set any pages to ignore in the setting, like for example the disclaimer, cookie policy, and other pages. And here you go. Then just paste the URLs in your keyword mapping template. The second tool where you can find all your pages is in your sitemap. Now, depending on the tool you are using or website builder, your sitemap might look a bit different and have a different URL. For me, I'm using RankMath SEO plugin to create my sitemap. So here I open the 2 different sitemaps to get the list of my pages and blog posts. Of course, if you have some portfolio, videos, or other types of pages, the number of sitemaps might differ. And before you copy all the URLs from here, you want to make sure that the number of URLs match the number in your WordPress dashboards. If it doesn't, you will want to restart the sitemap. So both of my sitemaps match the number, so I can take the sitemap table and paste it into the spreadsheet, and from there extract the URL into my keyword mapping template. And the last tool where you can find all your pages is using Google Search Console. Just go to the pages report where you can find all your pages. However, the problem with Google Search Console is that it often shows you URLs from your table of contents or any similar URLs that is not an actual page. So you will want to filter it out. For me, it is easy as I want every page that doesn't have the hashtag symbol in the URL. And then you will want to export the data, maybe do a little bit of cleaning and paste it into your SEO keyword mapping spreadsheet. Alright, before you also start using different methods to get the list of all your pages, I want to share with you a few methods or tools you shouldn't use. The first method is Google Search Operator. If you are planning to use the site query, then don't bother. It doesn't show you all your pages. Here in this video, John Miller will explain why. And the second tool I don't really recommend using for getting all your pages is Google Analytics. Google Analytics gives you all kinds of weird URLs, including your page builder ID and debugs and all kinds of rubbish URLs. It's really difficult to sort out these pages, especially if you have a large site with 200 plus pages. So here you have the tools to get all of your pages, as well as some tools you should not use. So let's move to the next step. Alright, once you have a list of all your pages, the next step is to find the ranking keywords of your pages. Luckily, this is super easy to do and you can use your SEO tool or webmaster tools. First, let me show you how you can use SEO tools to find your ranking keywords for your pages. In this example, I am using SE Ranking, but most of the SEO tools have similar ways to show you the ranking keywords. So I open up the SE Ranking competitive research tool, select only URL to analyze, enter the URL, select a target location and hit analyze. Here you will have a useful information about your page and domain, such as the domain trust, organic traffic, page trust and the backlink profile. So now I open up the keywords report. And here you can see all the ranking keywords of the analyzed web page with more information about the keywords itself. As you can see, super easy. And the second way to find your ranking keywords is through Google Search Console. The benefit of using Google Search Console is that it gives you all the keywords your pages are ranking in Google, which is from where you drive most of your traffic probably. So to find your ranking keywords for your particular URL, just go to the Google Search Console, select Performance Report and then Pages Report. Then select the page you want to analyze and select the Queries Report. And here you have all your ranking keywords your page is ranking for in Google Search. Again, as you can see, very easy. However, you don't have the additional information about the keywords like the keyword difficulty, search volume and others. So which tool to use? I usually use both of these tools. SEO tool for more established pages, so the SEO tool can see most of the ranking keywords and I can see the other stats. But if it is a new page and the tool only shows a few keywords, then you can use Google Search Console. It doesn't really matter, as later on you will use the SEO tool to analyze those keywords to find primary keywords. So the choice is up to you. The third step is to assign a primary keyword to each of your pages. As said, a primary keyword is the main keyword and your page will be optimized for that particular keyword, which means focusing on the keyword placement and finding LSI keywords. And SEO keyword optimization is an essential part of your overall SEO checklist for your website to ensure you are maximizing your SEO potential. Now, if you have been already creating content on your website without really focusing on the primary keywords, then most likely you will have to update your content to fit the new assigned primary keyword. So let me show you how you can find and assign primary keywords to your current web pages. From this, let's select two of the URLs from a random website. The first example will be perfectbrew.com, blog and how to pick a great coffee beans. According to the URL, their main keyword is how to pick great coffee beans. So let's see if it is correct. Pro tip. Remember, in your URL, you should have only your primary keyword and nothing else. So, for us to find a primary keyword, let's open the keyword report from the URL to see the ranking keywords of the page and sort the keywords by search volume from highest to lowest. Now, because I don't have access to the Google Search Console, I open only SE Ranking keyword report. However, I recommend you to open them both. Then, once you see the ranking keywords, you want to find a keyword that matches the topic or the idea of the page. In this example, the topic of the blog post is about how to select, choose or decide which coffee beans are the best. Often you can understand this just by looking at the URL like in this example. And of course, if you wrote the article, then you will know very much what's the topic of the blog post. So now I will scan the organic keyword list to find any keyword that matches the topic of the blog post. What I'm searching for is a keyword with a high search volume that matches the topic. And if the page is properly SEO keyword optimized, then the keyword should be how to pick great coffee beans. However, it seems like it's not, as the keyword how to choose coffee beans is the exact keyword that matches the topic and is on top of the list. After I have the potential primary keyword, I will open it in the keyword research tool and check the organic results to see if the keyword is the primary keyword by looking at the ranking pages. If the pages that are ranking are about how to choose coffee beans, then it's a primary keyword. Then I will check the similar keyword suggestion report to see if there are other variants of the primary keyword with a high search volume. as you can see, the suggestion keywords are of the topic, so it seems like they are not. Also, I scrolled all the way down to keywords with a search volume of 70, just to make sure there are not other variants. Remember, you're always searching for the primary keyword variant with the highest search volume. However, in case there would be a different primary keyword, I would repeat the process to check the organic search and then search for different primary keyword variants until I find the primary keyword variant with the highest search volume. However, in this case, the primary keyword is how to choose coffee beans. Therefore, this URL is not correctly keyword optimized for SEO for maximum potential and will have to be updated. So let's update the keyword mapping spreadsheet with the primary keyword and add the other information as well. And the second URL example is again from perfectbrew.com, blog and easy ways to wake up without coffee. Again, let's check the organic ranking keywords of the page by using SE ranking keywords report. Now, I will sort the keywords by search volume from highest to lowest and search for a keyword that fits the topic of the blog post, which in this example is the keyword how to wake up without coffee. However, sometimes I like to check other possible primary keywords ideas that come to my head, just to make sure. Like in this example, a keyword that popped in my head was tips to wake up without coffee. But that keyword is not as lucrative as the keyword how to wake up without coffee. So now I check the organic results report to see if the keyword is a primary keyword. Based on this, I can see that people using this keyword are searching for different ways or tips to wake up without coffee. However, the keywords wake up without coffee or ways to wake up without coffee have still a way smaller search volume. Therefore, based on this, I would still optimize the page for the keyword how to wake up without coffee, but then include the LSI keywords ways to wake up without coffee in the title tag, meta description and also within the article to match the search intent. So again, this page is not properly optimized for the right SEO keywords to maximize the SEO potential. So let's update the keyword mapping spreadsheet. And just like this, you will do this for all of your web pages until you have finished and can move to the next step. The fourth step is to cluster and categorize your primary keywords into topic and category clusters to see how much you have covered and how much is left for the specific subject area in your industry. Clustering your keywords is one of the most important parts of your SEO strategy if you want to rank high in search and dominate in your industry. Nowadays, you cannot just simply target any keywords you want, but you need to have a system in place and target keywords in a very systematic way. So let me show you how you can create a topic and niche clusters. The first part of clustering and categorizing your keywords is to create topic clusters. Topic clusters mean clustering your keywords based on one main topic. For example, let's say one of your main topic is Irish whiskey. So you will want to target as many primary keywords that are related to this main topic, such as the best Irish whiskey, Irish versus Scotch whiskey, or Irish whiskey brands. And of course, you will not want to only create your topic clusters from the current primary keywords you have, but also find other related keywords you have not yet targeted. So, to find your related keywords from your topic cluster, just enter your main keyword, also called seed keyword, into Keyword Research Tools. In this example, the main keyword or seed keyword is Irish whiskey. Then, I go to the keyword suggestion report and scan through the keywords to find all the related keywords or subtopics to the main topic keyword, Irish whiskey, that can be targeted with the individual blog post. However, be careful on keyword cannibalization, as some of the keywords are just different variants, like keywords best Irish whiskey and good Irish whiskey are the same keywords with the same ranking pages. Thus, in this case, you will want to target only one keyword with the highest search volume and another one used as a LSI keyword within the text. Alright, the second part is to create niche clusters. Of course, you will not want to create only one topic clusters, but you want to create as many related topic clusters to your niche. For example, if you own an e-commerce store where you are selling different types of alcoholic beverages, then you will want to create buckets of your main categories like brandy, cognac, gin, etc. Then you will want to create subcategories of the category keywords, such as whiskey, and subcategories would be Scotch whiskey, Irish whiskey, Japanese whiskey, and etc. But then, because the category whiskey is a topic cluster as well, you will want to find related primary keywords that are not subcategories, but you can target a keyword like the keyword types of whiskey, and then go even deeper with your subcategories and find even more related subcategories if you can, and related primary keywords. For example, the subcategory Irish whiskey and the related keywords would be best Irish whiskey brands, or Irish whiskey cocktails, and etc. And just like this, you will want to create as many related categories, subcategories, and topic clusters as you can to create strong topical relevancy on your website for semantic SEO. As like this, you will build massive topical authority by targeting all the keywords, answering all the users' questions, and solving all the needs within your niche cluster and building the semantic relationship between these pages. And in today's search, if you want to outrank your competitors, you need to address the bigger percentage of the market. That's why the topic and niche clusters are so important, so you can rank in the top search results for your target keywords in the niche. It's not anymore about individual keywords and pages, but about the content collection related to your niche and the backlinks those pages attracted and pass to each other. So, like this, you will want to categorize and subcategorize your keywords in your spreadsheet. The next essential step of your keyword mapping process is to map keywords to your buyer journey. With keywords, you don't want to be just driving organic traffic, but essentially leads and or sales for your business. And mapping your keywords to buyer journey is an essential step of SEO for lead generation. Also, you don't want to be only targeting keywords at the bottom of the funnel, as it is really difficult to rank in SERPs for profitable keywords with only transactional and commercial keywords. And by targeting keywords across all stages of the buyer journey, you will maximize your SEO potential as you can create brand awareness, which helps create trust with potential prospects, then move them down the funnel, and lastly, improve the chance of closing the deal or selling your service or products. SEO is a powerful strategy that can drive you leads across all stages of the buyer journey if you do it right. So, to map keywords to your buyer journey, you first must understand the search intent. And based on this, you will map your keywords to the buyer journey. So, let's take a few keywords as an example to determine the search intent by using ranking pages and table of keyword modifiers that indicates the search intent. But take it with a pinch of salt. The first keyword example is how to grind coffee beans. To determine the search intent, let's look at the organic results for this keyword using SE ranking. Based on the search results, I can clearly see that this is an informational type of keyword because most of the pages are blog posts. The users want to get information on how to do something instead of buying something. And the keyword modifier shows this is an informational type of keyword as well. Therefore, the users using this query are not likely to buy anything from you but want to learn from you. The second keyword example is the best coffee grinder. Again, based on the organic search results, I can clearly see that this is a commercial type of keyword because the results are a list of recommended products and the keyword modifiers indicate a commercial intent as well. This query already has the potential to generate sales for your business, especially in lower price products. In more expensive stuff or B2B, this works to funnel down users closer to make purchase decision. The third keyword example is Amazon bird grinders. And again, based on looking on organic SERPs, I can clearly see that this is already a transactional keyword, as the keyword is specific to the type of grinder the user wants to buy for grinding their coffee, from where they want to buy, and the results show a list of category products. At this point, the user has already made a decision and is ready to buy and only is searching for the best deals. Transactional queries in B2C often come very quickly after commercial and are very similar, while in B2B, users need to make many more commercial searches to get to the transactional keywords. And the fourth keyword example is OXO Brew Conical Bird Coffee Grinder. This is obviously a navigational keyword. In some cases, the user also may do a navigational search to find the best deal or after purchase to find a tutorial. Navigational searches like this one can be the last touch point for users to make the final call to buy. So, like this, you will map your keywords to the buyer journey in your keyword mapping spreadsheet to ensure you are not only generating traffic, but also profit from your SEO as well. And the very last step I recommend you do for your keyword mapping is to get how many backlinks you will need to build to rank for the particular keyword. It's no secret that backlinks are one of the most important Google ranking factors, as stated on their website, to determine the quality of content. For example, one of the several factors we use to help determine this is understanding if other prominent websites link or refer to the content. Therefore, I like to also include the number of backlinks I should build to rank in top 10 search results for the primary keyword. For example, if I want to rank for the keyword how to grind coffee beans, I would take the top 10 search results for the keyword in my target location, and then I take the top 10 URLs and put them in the SE ranking backlink checker to see the number of backlinks and referring domains each URL has. Then I take the lowest number and highest number of referring domains to create an estimate scale of how many backlinks I will need to build. Usually, if I really want to push hard, I build 10% more backlinks than the page with the highest number of referring domains, but still stay safe. And based on this, I have a rough idea of how many backlinks I will need to build. Of course, then you can also add the website authority and the page authority and go from there. But this should be enough to get an idea of how many backlinks you will need, and then of course you will want to build backlinks from the most authoritative domains possible. However, even their backlinks don't come only from websites with a domain trust of 90. And that's all from me. I hope you have learned something new, so please like this video, leave a nice comment below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, check out all my links in the description. Ciao!